YouTube, can you keep up with Flash? What up, YouTube? I'm back here bringing you another episode of. Well, it's not going to be another episode of it. The last time I made an episode of this commentary and was on Black Ops, the first one actually. But let me bring it back and let me revive this series as well. This is called the MLG Class Setup series, and pretty much what I'm going to be doing every week, I'm going to be bringing you the top 5 classes that I use every week. I frequently change my classes over and over, and I actually bought this series out during the time of Black Ops when competitive was first coming into the scene, more so when MLG was on PlayStation 3. I don't know if you guys actually were into competitive Call of Duty, but it was around that time, and that was when COD championships didn't even exist, for example. So anyway, pretty much this is just going to be, I'm just going to be showing you some of the classes that can be used inside pub lobbies that would dominate, and if you want to use them in your game battles matches, or your, like, you know, go to LAN events and use them, it doesn't matter, competitive Call of Duty esports, or just going clan versus clan inside a public lobby, it doesn't matter. It's good for it all, but it would more so be more beneficial to you in a public lobby, because these classes wreck an MLG and on game battles point of view and esports. So I could imagine what it would do inside your clan versus clan matches, or your like, you know, public matches with friends, pub stomping, if that's what you want to call it, if you guys to call it that. But let's get started. Let me stop with the small talk. Right now, the first class I will be using is the Remington on 5. The Remington will consist of the red dot sight, the foregrip, and the Remington, it doesn't have so much recoil, but it can bounce up from time to time, and I'm going to tell you how to prevent it from doing so. Just slap on the foregrip and use the red dot sight to get some more precise aiming. I highly recommend you do not actually use the iron sights. The iron sights isn't bad, but you're not gonna get that good precision shot like you would a red dot sight. Lethal is your choice. My choice is Simtex. I'm not really good with frags in this game like that, so I prefer just to use Simtex, because with the frags, I feel that they don't really kill in this game, but the Simtex, they do for me. So whichever works for you. Same thing with concussion. When playing MLG, you can't actually use a 9-band. You can use either a trophy system, a concussion, or a smoke grenade. So whichever tactical you prefer to use in the public lobby, use it. But I know the 9-bang, you hold it, you throw it, and it pops like 10,000 times. So I don't know how that's going, but to finish off this class, I'm definitely going to be using sleight of hand for faster reloading, because the Remington does not carry so much bullets. I will be using quick draw for faster aiming down the sight, dead silence because you sound like a mad cow in this game, and focus. Reduce weapon sway when aiming down the sight, and when you get hit, your gun will not bounce up so much like it did in Modern Warfare 2. Second class setup. This is, you would go ahead and call me an only use me blade fan, but I am not an only use me blade fan. Nothing against him, I like his videos, I like what he's doing with his blade, but I just use the combat knife when I am doing extremely well versus another team in a game battles, or team scrim, or esports match, if that's what you want to call it, competitive Call of Duty. When you're really shitting on the other team, you might want to go ahead and pull out this combat knife with a throwing knife and concussion, and just run around the map just knifing them, get in their head, because there's no way, only do this when there's no way they're going to come back, like for a domination for say, or just to have fun and show them how bad they actually are. This is the taunt class. This is to taunt them, because while they're going to be chasing after you, and then your teammates could go and move for the position, do the objective play, and actually cut the other players off, and that's the end of their road right there. So on this class, what you want to be using is agility, so you can move very fast around them, you can strafe around them. You want to use marathon for unlimited sprint, dead silence, so you won't sound like a mad cow. You want to use incog, so if they have like a thermal or a tracker sight, anything like that, they can't actually really see you well. And you want to use resilience, because running with this, you're going to have to get out of sticky situations, and that might require jumping down and breaking your legs, so you don't want to do that. This is called the breakout. Nice throw, Simon. But this is called the breakout vector class. I use this class more so on domination. I'm going to try to make this commentary as short as possible and just give you a rundown of the class. I'm going to let you know beforehand, if you actually want to, like, you know, take this class, feel free to pause the video at any time and like, you know, save it, write it down, take a picture of it with your iPhone, whatever the case may be, or like, you know, put it into your class setup while like you're going along with this video. This is the Vector CRB. What I prefer to use on this is the foregrip for reduced recoil, because it has a lot of kick to it, and the muzzle brake to make it aim further down the sights at long range. Well, not aim further down the sights, but to hit shots like from mid to long range shots. It does really well. This weapon is actually pretty strong, and it shoots a little faster than MTAR, and it has the highest damage in this class. So why wouldn't you want to use it, to be honest with you? And it's a great class to go pub stomping on, and it's a great class for you to just play clan versus clan or do like, you know, MLG game battles matches, your choice. The lethal what I'm using, once again, my choice, Semtex Concussion. The perks is Ready Up. I'm not using quick draw in the class because with a submachine gun in this game, you would more so be running around the map doing objective play. So you don't really need quick draw. You're not going to sit back and aim down the sight and camp unless you, I mean, if you want to build a campfire, just invite me to your lobby. We can go inside Octane or Warhawk. We can go on the map around that fire and roast some marshmallows if you want to camp. We can do that. But anyway, I would be using Ready Up, which is like Steadying Pro in Black Ops 1. In other words, after sprinting, your weapon is ready up after. Like, you know, it's right there. You can read it if you want. I use Agility, Increased Movement Speed, the Strafe Around, Marathon, Limited Sprint, Dead Silence, and Focus for those head-to-head gunfights. This class setup is also the same, but only that's going to be swapped out for the muzzle brake will be the red dot sight. It's actually your choice whether if you want to use the muzzle brake or the red dot sight. The iron sights isn't really bad on the Vector, but the red dot sight, it helps for me, but the red dot sight also jumps up a lot. So if you can control the recoil while using red dot sight, use it. If not, just use the iron sights and you'll do just fine. This class setup, which will include the MTAR X, has the same perks as the two Vector class, and it has the same lethals as well. The only difference is the gun. The MTAR is a very great gun. I said it's a very gun. I meant to say very great gun. It's an amazing weapon. It's like the FAMAS from Black Ops 1. Why I say that? Because it can compete with both submachine guns and assault rifle. So it's really good. It has great handling, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the submachine gun that has the best mobility in this game will be the Bison. That has the greatest mobility. Probably next week, because I'll be doing one of these commentaries every week, once a week. I'll probably do a class setup for the Bison because it has the best mobility out of all the submachine guns here, especially if you're playing like a blitz game type. On the MTAR X, you just want to use foregrip to make sure you can cancel out any other recoil that may be there, and then the red dot sight is an option. You can use the red dot sight, or you can go ahead and swap out the red dot sight for the muzzle brake. The muzzle brake to me is the better option because the iron sights on the MTAR X is actually beautiful, so you might want to use the muzzle brake to just increase the damage at long range. The lethal tacticals and the perk setup is the same thing as the Vector, so if you're wondering why I'm not going to the perk class setup, that's actually the reason. But this video has went a little bit over, so let me go ahead and say this. Leave a comment in the description below. Let me know some of your class setups. Let me know if you actually tried one of these class setups and went to a game and went ham with it. If you did, give the video a like. If not, you know, then just go to the next video, find another class setup that fits you. Remember, these class setups is not going to work well for everybody. It fits specific people, but I will be releasing a commentary every week to try to hit the criteria of everyone's gaming playstyle. Subscribe if you want more videos by me. I will release episode 2 to this video next week. It will not carry on this long. I'm so sorry for it. And as always, guys, subscribe, comment, like. Thank you for this new subscribers in advance, and thank you for my subscribers I have now for sticking with me through it all. As always, guys, YouTube, can you keep up with Flash? Thanks for listening.